So I guess if we're ready, then I can call the meeting to order at 10:30. Review of the agenda. We're okay to pass the agenda, Sally?
Yep.
Move it and I'll second it. Okay. And is there any declaration of conflict of interest?
No.
No. Okay. And adoption of the previous minutes. Was there anything that any business arising from the minutes that you had seen, Sally?
I didn't see anything. No, Paula.
Okay, I didn't either. So we can, I guess I can move it and Sally can second it to adopt the previous minutes. There's no public presentations. So we're down to 7 administration reports. We have the building. Oops. The building report. Was there anything you wanted to add to this, Katie?
I just wanted to add that, looking at the stats, we've had a lot of building happening and this year alone. If you look at last year's year to date, so we're well on track to achieve at least last year's, but more than likely will be higher than last year.
Okay.
And we are moving forward to get permits closed. But again, there was some delays with supplies. So all of the building permits that are still outstanding have been reviewed with myself and Rachel, and we're comfortable that they will be closed. It's just they're held up with one thing or another.
And we know that there's more and more, every time we turn around, like now we have the concrete issue. So don't know what's going to happen with that. That's affecting Bob's business as well. So certainly we know about that. Did you have anything on this, Sally? Are you good with this?
No, I'm just looking at it right now as well. But just to say, it's been a very busy time, and kudos to Rachel and Katie for moving these along.
Right. All right. There was nothing on this one. So 7.2, the Palace Theater, and Katie, I'll send it over to you.
Yes, through you, Chair Summers, the tender did close again for the 3rd time, and we still do not have any interest in this operation from the public. So I'm looking to you for direction as to what you would like me to do with next steps. I have done some preliminary numbers, or requested them, sorry, through the treasurer who's provided them to me. On average, it fluctuates our costs to the school board, but it's roughly, I think you're safe in saying it's a $10,000 a year operation. We were receiving at the high end $4,600 in rent from the previous operator to offset the $10,000 cost.
Any comments, Sally?
I'd like to make a suggestion that we bring this to the media's attention so that, prior to making any final decisions on the palace, that the public is aware of the situation, because needless to say, we're all being asked the question, when is the palace going to reopen? And I think in fairness to the public, we should be able to say definitively what we have tried to do, and try again to solicit. We would love it to open, but without a proprietor, we can't do anything.
Exactly. And I've been seeing it on Facebook as well. I've seen people posting about it, about putting, if there's anybody out there that is interested in doing that sort of thing. So it's out there on Facebook as well. So it's certainly getting a lot of time out there. Doesn't appear that anybody wants to take it on, I guess. Katie, go ahead.
Through you, Chair Summers, we have posted it on Instagram as well as Facebook and in our newsletter. So we can do another media push on it. But I think it's, what we're running into is that people really want things to happen, but we're finding a hard time finding people to actually make it happen. So we can certainly do that. And I should bring to your attention that Elliott Lake is pushing hard to open a theater in Elliott Lake, and has also requested our equipment. But I think that we should definitely go back out to the public, because it is a service that was utilized. Even though it was one that was mentioned in our service delivery review as one we should not be operating. But there will be.
Can we put it on the next agenda for council, just so that we can have a discussion for to be out there? Maybe then the paper can kind of put something out there as well, just to let them know that we, it's not like we're not doing anything to try and make this happen. We can't do it. We're trying to find someone to step up, and we've certainly gone above and beyond as far as trying to find someone. So just so that we can talk about it at the council table, just as a discussion piece more than anything, and hopefully then it gets into the paper as well.
Yeah, so what I can do is do a report and make sure that I include in that report that it has gone out to tender on this date, and this date, with no interest received. I can put the costs in to the municipality for the operation of that service. And then we can have a discussion as to what they would like next steps to be.
Okay, that'd be great. I think that just to bring it to the forefront, and then so that people don't think that we're just, letting it go kind of thing. So that would be good.
Yeah, I agree. And then that would also provide the media with the backup information so that they don't get the facts wrong. Mind you, we have that they do get the facts wrong even when they have that, but it should help.
Yes, exactly. All right. So on to 7.3, the clear risk. Clear risk, I guess. And I'll pass it over to Sue Dent.
Thank you, Madam Chair. There's not much else other than what I gave you, but one of the things I would like to point out is one of the things that this software will do, and I think I mentioned this, that we can have all of our COPE data, which is insurance jargon, for all of our facilities. I think we don't have that information available currently. Our current insurer does not have it. And we were asked to provide it as part of the RFP process, but we do not have that information anywhere. And I think that may have been part of a contributing factor to why that second quote came in so high, because we weren't able to provide them with that detailed information that they want on our facilities. So this would allow us to start to track that information, have it all in one place, and then we would have it available for the next time we go to tender. That's one of the things that we'll do, as well as all of the other risk management stuff that we're trying to put a push on so we can start to lower our insurance rates. Hopefully.
How many cases? How many cases would we have like on the books, like say over the last, 5 years or something? Do we have like an idea of how many there are?
How many are on the list that we're currently ongoing, Katie? We probably have a dozen.
I would say right now, ongoing insurance matters that I'm dealing with are probably 12. Right now.
Wow. Okay.
This software also has a public portal so that people can enter claims information directly from our website.
Okay.
So if they have something that they do want to submit to us that's insurance related, they can do it themselves directly from the website, or we can do it on their behalf after the fact.
Katie, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I think another piece to add to this is that because we do have these ongoing insurance matters and they don't rectify themselves very quickly, they take a number of years to process. When you're in the thick of it and you've got other things going on, you lose track of where they're at. So having this program would be a nice way for us to manage our claims, to have a clear understanding of where we're at, and they can upload it from their end as well. So whichever solicitor is looking after it, because each file is assigned a different solicitor. So sometimes you forget, who was I dealing with on this one? So this will allow us to bring up the information. I'll be able to see where the lawyer is actually at with that matter, or if it's made it through the process claims yet. So it's a good tracking system. I think that's something we really do need.
Yeah, and just to add to that too, we've been struggling to figure out how to do that in-house, how to keep all that information in some kind of cohesive
sort of way,
order, so that we can clearly see what's going on and where everything's at. So we've been struggling to come up with something ourselves, and this is part of this product. Will do that as well for us. So
Sally, do you have anything to add to this?
No, I think it's a good idea.
Okay, all right, so then I can say that I'll move it and you second it. Be it resolved that the Corporate Services Committee recommends to council that clear risk and claim system be forwarded to the Budget Committee for the 2023 budget deliberations. And we're both in favor, correct?
In favor.
All right. And then 7.4, the taxes receivable, the report is here. So, any comments, Sally?
No, I know it's a challenge every year. You know, looking at the figures of $1.3 million still owing is a bit daunting, but I also know that staff are doing their very best in going after these finances through third party or letters going forward on an ongoing. I just keep saying, just keep after them because, you know, needless to say, we need this money.
And we see it coming down, like if we look at even like May from last year, the year before, we can see that our total now is lower than it was those 2 years ago, and as well as for each year is coming down. So they're certainly doing their job working on this
For
issue
sure.
for sure. All right, and then the 7.5 would be the water.
Yeah, it's the same
And same
thing.
thing.
You know,
Yeah.
the figures are, you know, outstanding, but they're, you know, as you say, compared to previous year, we're still in about the same ballpark.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good job. No correspondence and there is no addendum. Is there anything else that we wanted to put on here? Sally, is there anything you have?
No, I didn't have anything.
Okay. All right, then we're good. We
Yep,
can
I
adjourn
think
at,
to adjourn.
okay, we can adjourn at 10:42. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thanks, everyone.